Now we are heading in towards game number 2, Todak versus SMG.
Currently, Team SMG at match point. It's going to be Todak on the blue side, Team SMG on the red side. The gold laners are going to matter a lot this time, so keep an eye out for those supports hovering around this lane.
Yeah, they have to win this lane because Momo is not going to have an easy time against an Irritail. And what's really interesting about Irritail is that he's super underrated as a marksman. But the moment Sasa hits those level 5s and he has like 2 points each on his first and second skill, the armor reduction alongside Radirov does some serious damage onto any tanks coming from Todak. So this is something that Todak needs to be a little bit careful in that regards.
Yeah, no, honestly, I think both compositions are really nice here. I think Todak had the right idea. Maybe the marksman could have been changed, but Formace right now, he's taken a terrible trade against Smooth so far. And he's got to be careful. He needs to stay topped off because Smooth is going to try and hold Formace hostage in lane for as long as possible. Look, he's even freezing it right now.
Yeah, this is smart. This is really smart. Do not give Formace that early lead is going to be the way to go. As long as the moment he hits 4 or 5 minutes mark and Formace is 1 level behind, he's not going to be able to do too much out of all this situation.
I think as of right now, because of that trade, Formace has completely lost this lane, and Smooth is just going to freeze him out of this lane entirely. However, Moon might be in some trouble.
Yeah, Moon is going to go for sustains. Does he want to risk it to kill Slime Zenboy? I don't think so. It's just not worth it at all. Todak, however, going to be banging on Rival dictating tempo, and he's already 10 seconds ahead for this turtle fight, and Box is also here to power days. Move. Looks to try and challenge it, and then taking a little bit too much damage. Underestimated the debuffs coming from Radirov. That is a punishable mistake.
Great movement coming in for Smooth. It looks like he was about to trade against Formace, and he might actually get the solo kill onto Formace here. He has the ult to commit to it. Oh no, he used it early. Turtle will fall into the hands of Team SMG, but the dive, this should be a clean dive.
This is so much armor shredding for Mace. He doesn't have the falling star moon. He's gonna get picked off. SMG building their lead. This XP lane is a lost cause for Todak. But on the bottom side, is there gonna be any reactions? Absolutely not. Sasa is here to say hello himself. Zyme Senpai catching on Moon. No. There's nothing Moon can do, and SMG just doing a little bit too much damage rather early into this game.
He knew he was gonna die here. He opted to die instead of giving the kill over towards someone like Box, and more importantly, he had Flicker. So I don't know. If he really wanted to try and extend that fight, he could have. But I think it was a smarter decision just to let him have it. No point trying to force a bigger fight.
Oh, this is a huge early lead coming from SMG, and Zyme Senpai now, he finally gets okay. He's gonna get out of it with the enhanced sword, so he's gonna be A-okay. I thought he was gonna get picked off, but seems like Todak has to play this safe once again. And this is a spot that I don't really like how Todak is in, but we've seen them come back before. But Momo is gonna get a little bit pressured. Sasa gonna farm off a couple gold platings here and there, but Momo playing as safe as he can.
Yep, I think this is honestly really great for Team SMG. Like, as of yet, Smooth is playing a perfect game up on that EXP. Oh, the catch!
Oh my goodness, Moon just got deleted from the game. What was that damage? Yumski tries going for Circling Eagle, cannot tank the damage at all. Gets completely shredded to pieces. Absolutely could not do anything at all.
Nicely played by Zorn. Nicely played by Zorn. They've knocked Todak off balance, and they're falling even further behind. 3 minutes into this game with a 2.8k lead, it's looking good.
Oh my goodness, this is difficult. Again, the drafts coming from SMG just so good, but oh my goodness, I'm offended. Oh, just a pixel off, and he might, if he was a little bit closer, he might have been able to reset it, but at the same time, Todak, they're calling it for Maze. They need more help, and this time Moon does have the I'm offended. He's looking to try and engage the fight for the team.
How long is he going to do that for? Because Team SMG is wrapping around. Smooth attacking Yums, and they're going to have to pull back out. Moon's in trouble too.
Yeah, this is going to be a tough one as well. SMG focusing on the turtle as of yet. Todak, they need to find a way to try and counter-engage, and Rivals is stalking his way through, but Zorn shows his face, but he goes for the flicker, and he takes Rival out along with the rest of the team. This is just how strong the armor-shredding team is coming from SMG.
Oh, that was such a good play from Zorn. He saw the enhanced change. He flickers forwards to get the I'm offended to pull him back into the chains.
Oh, this is difficult as well because Box has got the sustains, but at the same time, he's gonna buy a little bit more time. Todak can't seem to re-engage at all. Zyme Senpai looking for the catch, misses the mark, but for Maze will get bursted down by Box, and that's a huge punch. KO.
90 seconds until this next neutral objective comes out, and Todak cannot run their game plan. Like, Rival has not been able to walk up into the enemy jungle, has not been able to secure, only be able to secure one, but now the fight's gonna commence, and Yums, he's in trouble!
Oh, Yumski goes for a circling eagle, tries to sidestep his way through, but he's taking a little bit too much damage move as well. But at the same time, ZaimSenboi gets a good catch. Momo finally joins the phrase, likewise coming for Sasa. Moon tries to go for the pull, but Sasa is still relatively healthy. He's gonna try and run him gun, but no, it's not worth it. Momo wants to try and force the fight while the sides as well. ZaimSenboi actually survives while Formaze could not get the kill just because he was one level down.
I don't know whether Sasa used this ult earlier in the lane to get priority, but that definitely should have been a lot more kills for him. Sasa, unfortunately, unable to clean that up. Had they done that, this would be an easy 4K lead and sending Team SMG for basically the first Lord of the game without much contention.
Yep, as of yet, it's going to be a beautiful defense coming from Todak, but you can see that Momo needs a little bit more items because his damage is not showing as of yet. And SMG, they realize that they need to somehow figure a way to punish Momo at least once before they take another engagement. Yumski stalking his way through, he's going to get pulled back. Here comes the focus fire, and Yumski will be able to escape this as the rest of SMG is not ready to respond to this.
Yep, Team SMG just holding position right now, playing that 4-1 beautifully. But Todak, they're pushing and pulling, right? Because right now they're waiting for Momo to hit that item power spike, and he is really taking his time down on bot side, not even revealing himself. He needs to get a little closer to get the EXP and gold, and as soon as he gets that, he pulls back.
Yeah, Formaze is trying to cut his creep wave, but as soon as he sees Smooth, he's a little bit afraid. He's got the War Axe. Momo, however, will be protected on Yumski. They might have to concede this tier 1 down bottom to SMG, as the bottom side Lord is going to be the objective, so they really want this bit of bottom turret. But meanwhile, middle side, they will try to make an attempt. Rival will be focused down by both Smooth and Box. Formaze going to be shredded his way through, and he does have the sustains, but I don't think he can kill Smooth. He doesn't want to challenge this. He knows he's going to lose out the trade, but bottom side, the hook comes in. They get on towards Moon. How unfortunate. What a great catch from Jordan.
Yeah, that's, ooh, that is a big rough here. However, Team SMG really starting to ramp up the pace. They're stealing away jungle objectives. They're stealing away these neutral mobs as well. Now making their way towards top side. They've already cracked the code. Tier 1 already gone. From the mid lane, Todak just falling further and further behind. 1-10 is the scoreline.
Yeah, this is very difficult for Todak now. They're just losing so much map pressure because of all these inhibitors. And while SMG's got full control, Sasa's level 10 is starting to hit a little bit harder now, whereas Momo is going to struggle to try and force fight just because of how annoying Zorn is in all this fight. They're calling in Formaze coming for Todak, but he gets pulled back, and here comes the wombo combo. They take him out immediately. Purple buff also stolen in the hands of SMG.
Wow, I can't believe they actually lost that. I mean, Rival didn't even need to commit to the retribution or even to the fatal counter. It's... I'm surprised, but let's have a look at the rest of the items here so far. Rival not having a good time with only one item complete, being the Anti-Cuirass, compared to, if we look over at Box, the Hunter Strike and Malefic Roar.
Yeah, this armor shredding coming for SMG is a little bit too hard to handle. Rival, he does have the potential anti-Cuirass soon. He's got the Dreadnought armor, but it's not enough to tank the initial burst, and it's only Box and just Smooth in his face. He's already taking a little bit too much damage. So SMG, they found a little bit of a nice response, but Momo needs to really put his back to it as well because he needs to farm a little bit more. But Divine Glaive as well as the Scarlet Phantom is up on Sasa and ZaimSenboi.
I mean, it's looking good for the time being, right? The Scarlet Phantom is going to help out, dishing out a little bit more damage. Smooth, again, just mirroring wherever Formaze goes. You're expected to see Smooth there right next to him to say, no, you don't get to play the game for the time being. As Team SMG will get the first Lord of this game, you can tell that Todak, they're playing a more passive role compared to what they did in game number 1.
Yeah, Formaze taking a lot of damage from Smooth. It's here, they go for the jump, and Sasa drops by armor penetration, immediately bursts him down. He doesn't have the armor to tank through this armor shredding, and it's crazy. SMG, they're really thinking out of the box right now.
Oh boy, here we go. Yumski might be in some trouble. He manages to get on out of there. No, none of these side waves are in Team SMG's favor, except for bot side, but even then, Todak can first respond to it.
Oh my goodness, Box just got a Blade of Despair up on this Paquito. So that is even more damage. They're just going for this glass cannon bit of SMG, and Todak, I'm not gonna lie, they cannot respond to this burst. This amount of physical burst is just unheard of, and Rival, even though he's the jungler tank, He can't even open a map properly without being caught off. Zorn gonna force him out, and Rival is a little bit too afraid to challenge this as of yet.
So far, with the Lord slowly pushing in, they're trying to synchronize the... Well, not really synchronize, but layer these waves. They want bot side to respond first so they can take mid-tier 2, and by the time they're done with mid-tier 2, the next wave should be on its way before topside collides. Now they make their way to topside. Yes, delayed escalation here coming in from Team SMG. Nicely done.
Yep, SMG now going to be knocking on the doors on the top side. Yumski's going to be the first one to fall. But meanwhile, Moon and 4mains, they're going to cut the creep wave, so they would actually concede the top inhibitor against from SMG. But look at this, Conceal plays Zorn, getting a little bit aggressive, while the rest of his teammates are already trying to rotate down bottom. But at the same time, it did kind of scare Todak a little bit, maybe even his teammates, for his aggressive nature. But SMG, they're known for their objectives, they're playing it safe, but they're respecting Todak's boundaries. They're just not overcommitting yet.
Yep.
I'm really surprised by this.
Yep, great discipline coming out from Team SMG. They managed to get one inhibitor down, but oh, Zorn makes a play!
Oh my goodness, what was that pull? When you least expected, they going for the brawl, 4v5. They're driving on the towers, but Zorn, he's gonna get chunked away from Momo, but he somehow survives. He's got the immortality, but I am set boy. He gets a big enhanced chain. 4mains is there to kind him out, but they're taking a little bit too much damage. But they have to run for it as well, and Todak is not gonna be able to respond to this. And SMG, they really took a leap of faith with that play. My goodness.
So far, I'm looking at the timers. 42 seconds until this next upcoming fight. And for now, Todak fans, they just have to hold their breath. I mean, when we're looking at the Lord push advantage, tower damage is looking high, but in terms of the gold earned, there's nothing much they can really do. I mean, they're 12k ahead. Team SMG gets to do whatever they want. They can be a dictator of the Land of Dawn. Where to fight, how to fight, where you choose to fight, that Todak has no control over.
Yeah, I definitely agree. But as of yet, all about patient games. And what's the win condition coming from Todak? Because if you think about it, they have to figure out a way to shut down Sasa as well as Box, and it's going to be very difficult to do so because they don't exactly have the damage to do so. All they got to do are just all they have is just meat shields after meat shields, while all the heavy lifting is going to be coming from Momo. And even then, he's now purchasing Winds of Nature. It's not exactly the biggest damage item, power spike, compared to the rest. It's a defensive maneuver, and I like how SMG is just going full spearhead offense, whereas Todak is just going full turtle defense.
Yep. Now, this Lord should fall into the hands of Team SMG. Very disciplined of Todak to not take that fight and just focus on those few resources that they have. And again, I've mentioned this a multitude of times. If your team is again, above 10k, you basically win every single fight. Look at the item difference right now. 3 items to currently 1, arguably even 2, depending on which hero you are. If you're Momo, you're looking like you're on top of the world, right? But then you compare it to Sasa, 4 items. He is still technically behind.
Yeah, for sure. But the thing about Irritao is that you have that running gun strategy, while the carry is going to be proccing second skill a little bit more, but they do force the fight as of yet, and Zorn, they catch one. Moon is down. They've lost the mage. This might be over. 4mains running for his dear life, but SMG's move. He goes in for the back lines. He takes the Moon. He takes out 4mains. They take down the Crystal, and SMG gets the clean 2-0 against Todak. What a turn of events here.